The world watched in complete shock on the day of the fatal helicopter crash that took the life of NBA superstar Kobe Bryant. The pilot of the helicopter experienced, quote, spatial disorientation in the moment of the crash, becoming confused about his bearings and speed. An early report by the National Transportation Safety Board found that the pilot was so confused that he actually thought down was up. He told air traffic controllers before the crash that he was trying to fly up out of the clouds he had entered, but instead of climbing to 4,000 feet, he and his passengers plummeted into the ground. There were no survivors. Worse still, among the victims of this terrible accident was Bryant's second daughter, Gianna, who was only 13 years old when she died.
We love you both and miss you forever and always. Mommy.
Bryant was widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of his generation, and he was rewarded handsomely for his accomplishments in the sport. According to Celebrity Net Worth, he was worth a whopping $600 million when he died, a massive fortune built up by years of salaries and licensing contracts, many of which were valued as high as $25 million. After his death, this money reportedly went to Bryant's immediate family, his wife Vanessa and 3 surviving daughters. However, as you might expect from such a massive estate, there was some controversy over who would receive the money he left behind. Sadly, in addition to losing her husband, Vanessa Bryant found herself caught up in an unfortunate family feud that appears to have opened a bitter rift between her and her mother, Sophia Lane. According to the Los Angeles Times, Vanessa was forced to denounce her own mother in December 2020 for trying to, quote, extort a financial windfall from the family. This happened after Lane sued Bryant for money she felt was due to her after years of what she called unpaid work for the family. Vanessa Bryant's mother claimed that she had worked as a personal assistant and nanny to the Bryant family for years, and that Kobe had given her his word that he would take care of her as a result. Lane accused her daughter of taking, quote, every step she could to void and cancel all of Kobe's promises. As Vanessa remembers it, these so-called services were just the normal stuff that grandmothers do the world over day in and day out. In a statement, Vanessa said, she wants to back charge me $96 per hour for supposedly working 12 hours a day for 18 years for watching her grandchildren. In reality, she only occasionally babysat my older girls when they were toddlers. The feud has sadly soured the relationship between Bryant and her mother, and moves to make peace between them have yet to take root. But this isn't the only curiosity surrounding Kobe's estate, as his will made one omission that many people might find surprising. Now, there can be no doubt that the basketball legend was absolutely crazy about his daughters. He once said, "Girls are the best. I would have 5 more girls if I could. I'm a girl dad." So it'll probably come as a surprise to hear that his youngest daughter, Capri, who was born in June 2019, wasn't covered in his will when he died. According to attorney Edward L. Littlejohn, Bryant set up a trust meant to take care of his wife and daughters in the event of his death. However, only the couple's first 3 daughters are named as beneficiaries on the trust, meaning that Capri will not be able to receive any money from her deceased father. So what's the reasoning behind this? Well, the most logical answer is that Bryant never expected to die so soon after Capri's birth, as she was only 7 months old when tragedy struck. Most likely, he simply hadn't made the necessary changes to his will. In fact, Vanessa has since petitioned the courts to add Capri to the will, a request that a judge will most likely grant, especially considering Bryant's many recorded statements regarding just how much he loved his daughters.